Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
My mic doesn't work. Anyway, what I was saying was Lisa Kudrow is very close to you. That's like sister.
Yes.
And you
well, I can talk about Lisa.
Lisa is in the business, and we know her from Friends because of you, I think.
Yes. Well, what happened was, I lived in Encino, and then we moved to Tarzana.
Wow.
See, when I was in 5th grade, and that's when I met Jeff Paul, and he knows David Kudrow, who was in our class, Lisa's older brother, and David and I became very good friends, and Jeff, and there was Kevin Brooks and Bernie Chase. Jeff knows all these people.
Yeah, but nobody listening does. So if you want to name the whole
Kevin
class.
was a big DJ up in Santa Barbara. Anyway, so David was I met him in 5th grade, and then we became friends in 6th grade, like best friends. So I remember he brought me to his house, and he kept saying, "You have to meet my little sister, Lisa." And I was 11, and Lisa was 5. And I remember going to his house. And he goes, Lisa, and he goes, she speaks Spanish too. And she was sitting in a tiny little chair watching TV. She was my sister, Lisa. He goes, this is my friend John, say hi. And she turned and she goes, hello.
Hola.
And she was so cute. She looked like a miniature of David. She was the cutest little thing. And so I would spend all my life, at their house. So his parents became like my parents, and his older sister, Helene and Lisa. We were 12. We both had just sisters. So we go, we'll be brothers. We really wanted brothers. So they're my family, I grew up with them. So anyway, I was in college. I was 20 and I came home, and Lisa was 14 at the time. And I was a drama major at UC Irvine. And she said, you're studying acting. What's that like? So I would talk to her about it. And I never really talked to her much because she was so much younger. And they're kids. She'd be in David's room and David would go, get out. They'd fight. Right. And I would talk to her about it. She asked me questions. I said, David, your sister Lisa's really fun to talk to. She's really smart. And I knew her, but we never talked about it. And then I got her a book called Audition by Michael Shirtleff to Lisa. And I said, to my fellow thespian, good luck in your acting. And then when I was on Saturday Night Live, I got it in 85, and Lisa was in New York. And now she's like about 22 or 23. She goes, I do some characters. I visit her, and she did it. And then one day she called me. She said, hey, listen, I want to go into acting. What should I do? So I said to her, go to the Groundlings Theater. That's like I learned the most there. And I go, if anyone gives you a hard time, let me know. I'll fucking knock them out.
You really?
So my little sister.
You've always been violent.
So well, anyway, they were weird people there, and there were some nuts. And I said, if anyone gives you a hard time, let me know. So anyway, but after that, she did it. She really did it on her own. And then sometimes she called me about 3 times. She'd ask me for advice on something in acting. She goes, what do you think? I go, well, I think you should do this. She goes, oh, well, I was thinking maybe I would do this and then this. And every time she told me what she wanted to do, and I'd say, no, you know what? You're right. That's better. Do that. That's smarter. Every time. And anyway, and then, she ended up teaching there, and she got, she did it on her own, though. She got cast on,
was it Mad
Fraser?
Oh, yeah.
Fraser, and then they recast her, and then she got Friends, and she was on Mad About You. Yeah. But she did it on her own. It took her like 10 years.
And she does good. Are you still close to her now?
Yeah, it's like my sister. And then when I'd watch her on Friend Zone, I said, and I knew her sister. A lot of what she did, I go, I knew because I grew up with their family. She's imitating her older sister Helene a lot.
Oh, really?
And I said, I want you. You're doing Helene. She goes, don't tell anyone, John. She got mad. Oh yeah, I knew because their family. I go, that's.
And she told you not to tell anyone.
Yeah, I go, that's Helene. She's doing.
Was that private? Was that private information?
Not now. The show's over. Who gives a crap? But a lot of her humor was imitating Helene. But both of us talked about David, and David, who's if you need a neurologist, he's fantastic. David's really, really funny, and both of us, were influenced by him. You're with your best friend, and you start talking like him and doing stuff, and
he never went.
And we said, Lisa and I both said David could do this. He would do voice, any accent, very funny, but he didn't want to do it.